Searching for this all my life. You're just my type. I've been looking for a boy who can treat me right. Your dark hair, but those eyes so bright.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back for another week of Scheananigans. Kiki and I are in the studio together for the first time in 2026. I just have to say the cliche thing. I haven't seen you since last year.
I know. Oh my God, it's been so, but it really has been a long time.
I know, right?
Like weeks, yeah.
Yeah, but if you think about it, we're now in the second quarter of the 21st century. Let that sit in.
Second quarter of the 21st century. Okay.
We're already a quarter in.
Okay.
25 years
Yeah,
to
all
pass.
right. Okay, wow.
Wow.
That's a lot.
And like, you know what else is crazy? I graduated college 20 years ago. Which means high school was 24 years ago. Who's counting?
Yeah.
But I'm like, parts of it feels like it's been that long.
Yeah.
And then it totally doesn't. But the crazy thing is, I remember more of my high school years than I do college.
Same.
How weird is that?
I think they're just more formative, right? I think like big things happen that just like stick with you longer. Also, I was just so stoned in college. Like, honestly.
I wish that was my excuse. I was sober throughout college.
Really?
Yeah, I was always the designated driver. I was the
Oh.
responsible one.
Good girl.
Yeah, I was. I wonder if Summer will take after me or if she'll be like the party girl, you know?
Interesting. Yeah.
TBD.
Yeah.
But it's just so crazy. Like, I could name my kindergarten through sixth grade teachers. Couldn't name one college professor.
Same.
Not one.
Well, I can name one, but it's not for good reason. Like the one college professor, it's because there's a story.
Right. It's so crazy. I
Yeah.
just can't believe it. Time flies.
Do you ever go to any reunions or anything?
I've gone to all of my high school ones. I don't know if college does reunions.
I don't know either.
If so, I've missed the memo.
Okay.
And I'm not really on Facebook, and that's probably where I would find out.
Yeah.
But I did my 10-year and my 20-year.
Okay.
10-year high school I went to with Shay.
Okay.
20-year I went to with Brock. And then TBD, who will be at the 30 with me.
Yeah, we'll never know.
How was your holiday? What'd you do for New Year's?
New Year's, I was in Mexico. I was in Holbox. It was really gorgeous. It was like a very like White Lotus kind of resort. There was not like many people that I wanted to hang out with other than the crew I was with, but it was still beautiful and very chill. What about you?
Nice. We checked out this place in Palm Springs. It's called Two Bunch Palms. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
Oh my God. This place is like iconic and I had no idea it existed. Like Al Capone, I guess, used to be there. They have this whole suite that's like the Al Capone area, but there's tunnels under it. And we were only there for 24 hours.
Okay.
So I didn't get a chance to check it out fully. But it's like a wellness retreat, basically. So when you get there, you check in. They give you the schedule for the week. And you can do a sound bath. And I got to tell you, I could not get through a sound bath without thinking of Raquel.
Really?
I'm like, this is what she does for a living now.
Thing now, yeah.
But you know what? Good for her, because it was so peaceful that after it, I asked Brock and I was like, who did you think about? He's like, well, obviously. But it was so cool. They had all of these different activities and meditations, lithium baths, like all these different hot tubs.
Lithium,
and
like the battery?
I guess it's something with lithium.
Okay.
But it is supposed to be good for you. I don't know. I looked into it a little bit, but I just trusted the people we went with.
Yeah.
So we went out there to meet my new friend, Abe Sylvia. He is like the showrunner, director. He does everything. Palm Royale.
Oh, awesome.
I met him at the premiere party.
Oh.
We've stayed in touch, had lunch with him in New York. His husband is from Australia. And we just had a lot of similarities with our stories of how we met and just all of the immigration stuff and whatnot. And we're like, we need the husbands to meet.
Yeah.
So they were out in Palm Springs, had no idea this place existed. It is just this hidden gem off the same exit as my house.
Oh.
I'm like, who knew this place
Yeah.
was 10 minutes north?
Okay.
And I mean, it's like a full spa. You can get massages, all of the things.
Okay.
It was incredible. But I'm like, okay, Brock, we are just going to go and hang out. We're going to check out for 24 hours. You know, we're not going to focus on work. We can talk work with him, obviously, but like we're not really working. And so we're on the way there. And I've been listening to the Wicked for Good soundtrack just a lot in the car. You know, Summer gets on a kick where she wants to listen to K-pop Demon Hunters for 3 months every day. And then we got on a Lady Gaga, Taylor Swift, and then, now we're on Wicked.
Yeah.
But Brock also loves musicals and
Oh.
theatrical,
Okay.
all things. So we're listening to For Good. And I was like, okay, this place is so close. I go, I bet we could listen to this song once, maybe twice. It's like a 6-minute song. I go, and by the time it's over, we'll be there. So I'm like genuinely listening to the song, and he just like won't shut up. He just keeps talking. And I'm like, can you just stop talking? Because literally you're only talking right now to hear yourself talking. He's like, what do you mean? I go, I'm not listening. I asked you, please, can we just like turn off for just like a day?
Yeah.
So we did until we like get with Abe and his husband. And then, like we're talking shop and just things that I'm working on. And he gave me some really good tips for things I should try and whatnot. And it was really good. So that was a highlight over break.
But so that like is Brock like a wellness type? Can he turn off at all in places like this?
So they also have rooms there that are like no technology rooms.
Okay.
Where I don't know if you bring your phone, if they don't have outlets to charge it or whatever. Because they said there's rooms with like no TVs, no anything. He can if he leaves his phone and just doesn't check it, because then when he's on his phone, I mean, I swear the affair he's having on me right now is with ChatGPT.
Oh, really?
Or Gemini.
Oh my. Yeah.
Those bitches. But no, sometimes I'm just like, honey, just turn off.
Yeah.
Please.
It's hard.
For him,
Yeah.
not for me. But how are you feeling about 2026 so far?
I don't want to get my hopes up. It's like 2025, I came in like very excited, and obviously we're like hit immediately with like the fires, and then it was weird seeing the like, oh God, it's been a year since that.
So crazy.
So I'm very cautious, but I do feel good. Like I love when you start the year with good people, a good group around you, good energy.
Yeah.
'Cause I feel like that does carry into the rest of the year. So I had that.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's everything's been feeling good, like getting jobs, getting projects, getting good news.
Yeah. Good news.
Yes.
Wait, have you only seen Wicked once? Did you see it the one time?
I only saw it one time.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's available now. You can stream
Already?
it. Yeah.
Okay.
So I've watched it again.
I have a flight tonight. Maybe they might have it on the flight already.
They might.
Sometimes they're pretty quick.
Yeah.
But,
I got it on Apple TV. I think they
Okay.
also had it on Prime or I don't know, one or the others. But every time I buy a movie, it's easier to just keep it in one streaming device instead of like, oh, this movie is on this one and this is on that. But yeah, 2026. I mean, last year, like you said, started with the fires. This year, starting with new wars brewing. I mean, mothers being shot in the streets. It's a lot. I feel like we can never just fully have peace.
Yeah.
Like, let's just start the new year on a good foot. And
it's really hard. I mean, we obviously we have we go right into award season, which is like a big deal in LA.
Right.
And it's like really hard to disconnect because you're just like, you do want to disassociate, but you're like, I can't do this all the time because I have to be very present for what is happening because what's happening is very real. And so,
yeah. So I didn't watch the Golden Globes because it was at the same time that my Chargers were playing and sadly lost.
Oh.
So till next season. But I mean, we did great for as far as we got.
Okay.
But I only saw little clips. Like I saw Mark Ruffalo's rant on the red carpet. I saw Kylie Jenner's gorgeous gold dress. Nikki Glaser had some amazing jokes.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming you watched.
I watched most of it,
Okay.
but I will admit, like, I decided to have a Sunday fun day. So I passed out. Like, once I left the watch party and got to like a couch, I was done.
Out. There was this one joke Nikki Glaser had. She always does a great job when she hosts. She's hilarious.
Yeah.
But she said that CBS News is where you get to see BS News.
Yes.
And it wasn't airing on CBS.
On CBS, yes. Yeah.
And The RHOC having a good chance at winning since Paper wasn't nominated. Her Nicole Kidman, the AMC spoof video. Yeah. Any standout moments for you?
I think just Tiana Taylor winning and just like, again, I love when she like is like for all the brown girls out there.
Yes.
Like, I love this.
Yeah.
Because who would have thought? I mean, she might win an Oscar. You never know.
You never know.
You never know.
Yeah. Love that. Speaking of someone who won't be winning an Oscar or any awards, Katie Ginella announced this week that she was not asked back for season 20 on Real Housewives of Orange County. Were you surprised?
Yes and no.
Oh, okay.
Like I was.
Do tell.
I was honestly at this point, I was kind of like, just give her another season so everybody can shut up about how she's a great housewife, because I just want all of this drama around her to stop, and then she can just be a housewife, and then you can see how great she is. But honestly, like it was, if she had just been honest, like honestly, if she had just been honest about this and like not dragged this part out, I think she probably could have got another season, but she made bad decisions.
Right. I mean, she wasn't even in like the last half of the season.
Yeah.
You know, and then, they let her come back for the reunion. But it didn't seem like she was really making amends or, going on the right roads to friendship with the ladies. So.
Yeah, it was weird because it was just like the person that pretty much got you kicked off camera was then the person then you started like sort of be confided in and being good friends with and turned against everyone. It was just weird choices all around.
Yeah.
But I will say, obviously, like she didn't pop up on my feed because she's blocked me. So I actually didn't even see the news till someone screenshot it and texted it to me.
Yeah.
And I remember I was getting 2 tequilas. I was at a dive bar with my friend.
Oh my God, you posted something. Yes.
And I was just like, I walked back with the tequilas and I was just smiling. And she was like, what's going on? I was like, oh, I just got a text. I was like, Katie's not coming back. And then I was like, okay, I shouldn't. It had been a few hours, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to make one little comment on Queens of Bravo, and then I'm just going to turn my phone off.
What was the response? I'm sure you eventually saw.
I just decided to quote Mary Cosby and just say, if you come for me, I'm going to send Jesus for you.
I love it. I saw a TikTok this morning, actually, that she posted. She told her son that she wouldn't be returning, and he responded with, well, at least we don't have to see Emily anymore. And then they went to Taco Bell to celebrate. So, I mean, I fully support the Taco Bell part. I am curious what her order is because I may judge a little more there. But I was a little uncomfortable with how she's bringing her kid into the drama. It's like now her kid's like against Emily. And I'm sorry, can you refresh my memory? What did Emily do to Katie?
That's the thing. Like it was actually what Katie did to Emily. And
right.
That's what started
I'm like,
the whole
what
thing.
am I missing?
Yeah. And so, but I think, because also, it's also interesting that she didn't just involve her daughter, because her daughter was part of the drama, because her daughter was babysitting for Emily's kids.
I remember that part, but I'm like, what did the young son and Emily and her?
I mean, nothing. I don't even know why that was a thing, but.
Interesting. How do you feel about when kids get involved in show drama with the adults?
I just sadly think it's unavoidable because like once you involve your whole family, it's just impossible.
Yeah.
Kids know what's happening all the time.
Right.
Even when your parents don't think. I knew things that were going on. I think my parents didn't think, So I think it's unavoidable, but yeah.
I mean, I know I'm very aware I put my life out there. It's something that I've questioned, should I not post my kid as much? Not claiming to be an authority on what's appropriate.
Yeah.
But I just can't imagine like involving Summer in conflict between me and another cast member. Like say I did do the Valley this season and then it's like, well, it would have been so weird.
Oh yeah, like especially if you were not in good place with Lala, and then you were like Summer.
Right.
I mean, I'm not friends with Lala
and then
anymore.
getting Summer and Ocean in the drama together. Like no,
that would be crazy. Yeah.
I would never do that.
That would be insane. Yeah.
They did ask for a play date recently.
Oh, did they?
And Summer asked me on a Thursday, and I was like, well, Ocean's usually with her dad on Thursdays, so I said not today, but we'll figure something out, and you'll see her at school on Monday.
Okay.
Today's Monday.
When's the last time
she
they
might
saw
ask
each
again?
other?
They see each other every day at school.
Oh, at school. Okay.
Yeah.
So they just wanted a play date.
Yes.
Okay.
They were just like, after school, can we do a play date? And I'm like, we'll figure something out, honey. Because I will not involve my kid in the drama.
Yeah.
She's not going to know that we're not friends anymore.
Yeah.
She's still friends with Ocean. I still want them to have that friendship as much as they can. That's the thing when our kids are now going to go to different schools. And this is not just Summer and Ocean. This is her other 2 besties from preschool. They might not all be going to the same school. We're applying to some of the same schools. who knows who gets in where, what someone's first choice is and whatnot. It's on the parents to keep the kids connected.
Yeah.
They're 4 years old. You know, they don't have cell phones. They don't have social media. They're not going to have that for over a decade.
Yeah.
So if we want these kids to stay in touch, it's like, that's on us. And I see people ask this a lot in the comment section. They're like, well, what does that mean for Summer and Ocean's friendship? And I'm like, I don't know, to be honest, because it is on the parents to keep that connection. And I don't know what's going to happen with that friendship.
Yeah, I mean, yes, it's there, but also I can't think of anyone at that age that I'm still friends with. I'll be honest with you. I mean, I know a lot of people have childhood friends, but I'm like, I'm trying to think back to
I do.
You do? Okay.
Yeah, but I think also that's because we stayed in touch a bit until there was social media. And then, you know, we're MySpace friends, we're Facebook friends, and now it's like we're Instagram friends, and now we actually see each other more.
Yeah.
Like my friend Lisa from childhood, she is my number one defender so much in the comment section that people go, Scheana, is that you? I'm like, it's not, I swear. It's Lisa. She's a real person.
That's hilarious.
But like they have my back. They've known me since kindergarten.
Okay.
So I do hope that Summer maintains friendships. But, you know, I mean, TBD on future play dates, because that's the thing that I don't want to say it's a New Year's resolution of mine, but it is something that I've been better about, and that's boundaries. I've never set boundaries my whole life, not with my mom, not with relationships. I just, you know, I'm the people pleaser. I do whatever I need to do for everyone else. But with the Lala situation, we're cool and cordial at school. I saw her a few days ago. I said, hi, good morning. That's pretty much it. Surface level conversation. But like as far as the play dates go, I'm like, well, this is a boundary I've personally set with Lala. I'm not going to be getting together with her to keep the kids friends. If Easton wants to bring Ocean over or we want to go meet up at the park, absolutely. I still text Easton and talk to him and check in with him. If Brock wants to with any of them, like that's on him. I'm never going to withhold the kids from seeing each other.
Yeah.
But I have finally figured out what boundaries are, and I'm going to stick with that. So I just hope in some way they can maintain a friendship.
Yeah.
You know, they've known each other literally since birth. Same with her and Cruz. I mean, thank God Brittany and I, like, we're great, but I want her to keep those friendships as long as she can. It's just, it is on the parents, and that's the hard thing when parents aren't getting along.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But anyways, okay, let's take a quick little break and we'll be right back. Okay, guys, so you have heard me talk about Revolve on the podcast before, and that's because it is just my go-to style destination for every occasion, because trust me, they have everything. I mean, thousands and thousands of options, so many different brands. It can fit into any moment of your life. If you're looking for a dress to wear to a wedding, if you just want something for a mom's night out, girls' night out, date night, something loungy and cozy. I mean, Revolve has so many looks that I am just obsessed with, especially we've got festival season coming up in April. It's going to be here before we know it. And they have curated looks for festivals specifically. One of my favorite brands that I always start with when I'm looking at Revolve is Super Down. They have so many affordable options and so many cute things. They also have like Lovers and Friends, Free People. There's over 1,200 brands and 100,000 styles. From fashion to beauty, home. I mean, they've got high-end, they have emerging and exclusive labels. They've really got it all. It's all authentic, high-quality products, new arrivals daily. And the best part is it is inclusive sizing with options from extra, extra small to 4X. So whether it's a weekend away, a big night out, or just a much-needed wardrobe refresh, your dream wardrobe is just one click away. Head to revolve.com/goodasgold, shop My Edit, and take 15% off your first order with code GOODASGOLD. Fast 2-day shipping, easy returns. It's literally the only place you'll need to shop from. That's revolve.com/goodasgold to shop my favorites and get 15% off your order with code GOODASGOLD. Offer ends January 30th, so happy shopping. Okay, so the first 3 episodes of Traitors dropped this past week, and 2 more are coming out on Thursday. I thought it was just 1, but it's 2 more.
Okay.
So before this comes out on Friday, a lot could change between now and then. But overall, how are you feeling about the season so far? And warning to those who haven't watched, there will be spoilers. So if you need to fast forward, I get it, but we have to talk about this.
No, I mean, I was so excited. And also, I was even more excited. During the break, I'd gotten an advance copy of Lisa Rinna's new book that comes out. So that's what I read over my break.
Nice.
And I just fell in love with her, like in a
her.
totally different way. Like I liked her, but like this was like getting to know her whole back. Anyway, so I was excited to see her on Traitors.
Yes.
I was hoping she would be a traitor.
Yes.
Which she was. And I think she's going to be the most excellent
Fantastic.
traitor. So that was really exciting. It was interesting that someone pointed out, though, that the 3 traitors are all NBC Peacock people. Rob is like
right. Love
Peacock,
Island.
yeah. And then Candace and Lisa. So that was really interesting.
But not Donna, not the secret traitor.
Not the secret traitor. Which I think, I think that was also a choice that was made. And I am curious if they thought she was going to go a lot further.
Right.
Because, she got outed really quickly.
So quick.
I know.
Did you think she was the secret traitor?
I definitely had my suspicions that she could have been the one just because, again, she's such a... Everyone is scared to piss her off because it's the Swifties. Yeah, so it's like, I think
Donna, you're safe with me. I don't care if you're a traitor.
No, I was shocked. I was like, but Candace was like not scared at all. I was like, okay, but I think it's going to be a really fun season. But I am curious with the secret traitor being out so quickly, how that's going to play out. Because I'm sure that they do format a lot of the shows sort of assuming they'll make it a certain length.
I think they'll bring in another traitor, a little bit later, as they always do. But it's interesting you say that about the NBC Peacock of it all, because I wonder if they realized that. It could have just completely been an oversight, and then they're like, oh, shit. Like, now it looks this way. But to have 2 housewives. Iconic. And so it's like, it's inevitable that you're going to have, 2 from the same network. But I feel like Candace is already slipping up a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't know how long she has. And Portia, my girl.
I know.
I like watching her and, watching her on Housewives and whatnot. I'm like, I see the captions. I hear what you're saying, but like, I know you didn't mean that.
Yes.
But then part of me was like, what if this bitch is a secret traitor?
Because we know Portia so well and she has her Portia-ism, I knew she was clueless, but But
Candace also gaslit the fuck out of her. That car ride, she exactly said that. Portia remembered it, and that was a good gaslighting.
I know.
And I felt bad for Portia.
I know. I'm sure I wonder how her and Candace are. I mean, I think she does not feel, I'm sure she feels a type of way about Candace.
Well, because she was gaslit. Even though Candace did defend her at the round table. It was kind of like too little too late.
I know. But like, even off the bat, before Candace even knew who the traitors were going to be, she's just like, I think it could be Rinna. And it's like, the fact that she was already naming people before she knew.
And don't go for your fellow housewives. Like, have some loyalty for like an episode or 2.
I know. Like when Dorinda and Caroline were walking down the hall and they were just like, you don't go against housewives, very mobster. I was cracking up when Dorinda like walked in front of the table and got the standing ovation. I was like, I was dying. Like,
I'm happy for her.
I know. I can't even I'm going to talk to her obviously about this later because she's been so mum because she's been so scared that anything's going to leak.
Right.
I really don't know anything.
Well, whenever we can get her in here, we should get into some shenanigans. I want to get Lisa on too. I'm going to message her.
Do it.
Yeah.
I love her. I am like obsessed with her.
I love her so much. I saw her at the Palm Royale premiere. She was there and we talked for a bit. And she had said that she just had so much respect for me for walking away from the show. She was like, good for you for putting yourself first. No one does that. No one walks away. And she's like, I'm very, very proud of you.
I'll be excited when you read her book because I was like, wow, she's mentioning it all.
Okay, so is it a memoir?
It's a memoir and it feels like a tell-all. Like it feels like she's definitely going into her history, but then she's also talking about some things from the present, things that we have not heard before.
Okay.
I was very like, okay.
Did you read it or did you do audiobook?
I read it because they only send you like a PDF for the advance. So I just had it on my iPad.
Okay. I'll have to listen to the audiobook as long as she reads it herself.
Yes.
Some people don't read their own audiobooks.
They don't?
No, it's so weird to me.
I didn't know that was an option.
I know. I just assumed everyone did.
Yeah.
But no.
Huh.
They do not. So I get it when it's like Britney Spears,
Yeah.
you know, like understand that. But Lisa Rinna better have read her own book. I'm sure she did.
I'm sure she did. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. So, okay. Traitors. Did you see where the gamer fans were upset about there not being any gamers chosen as traitors?
What, online people were upset about it? Oh, no. I mean, I didn't see that, but I mean.
Yeah. So it's like, weren't, like 4 out of the 5 traitors from last season gamers? I feel like. I can't even remember who it was, but I swear it was like the majority of them.
I think so. That's the thing. It's like, okay, it's switched up a bit. So now, you know, but you're a gamer, so you should still be able to navigate this. But you will get picked off a lot quicker, I will say, because we know your skill set. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because the Rob C, I mean, he was too good. He knew there was a murder in plain sight. And it was like, and now you're dead.
And he got murdered in plain sight. That's so crazy.
He didn't even know how. Don't drink anything. Don't eat anything.
I mean, the conga line, I was just like, Candace, you were outing yourself in ways.
That was so obvious. Let's do a conga line to no music. that. Hey, I'm like, what is happening?
Like, unless Kathy Hilton is sitting there, there's no reason to start a random conga line.
No. And like, how long were you like brewing that idea? Like, hey guys, tonight we should do a conga line. It was the most random thing. The fact that it worked, amazing, but so fucking random.
I have to imagine everyone now definitely thinks she's a traitor.
Oh, for sure.
There's just no way.
And it's not like I want her to go home, but I'm like, girl, you're trying to get caught.
Yeah, exactly.
And then fucking Michael Rappaport sitting at the round table like, well, when we murdered Ian.
Oh my God.
And then I was like, maybe he is the secret traitor.
I have now, after watching these 3 episodes, I am convinced that Michael Rappaport wants to be the most hated man on earth, because there's no way. I was like, there's no way you could behave this way. Like on just acts like, because what?
Yeah.
Even the way he was eating his food and drinking with 2 hands. I was like, what is happening?
I know.
Everything about you, I hate. I'm so mad that I had a crush on you and Zebrahead. Jesus.
Stop it.
Oh, God.
You did?
Well, he was Zebrahead.
I don't know what that is.
It's like a movie from like a long time ago, definitely aging myself, where he's like the white guy dating a black girl. And I think that's when all black girls first fell in love with Michael Rappaport.
Gotcha. See, I remember first watching him on Boston Public.
Okay.
And then I remember watching him on Prison Break.
Oh, okay.
And I remember genuinely disliking him. And that's where I'm like, that's how you know you're a good actor, because I can't stand your character. Like, just let him fucking go. Let him free out of prison. I don't like you. But then I met him like a decade ago, and he was just like so obsessed with me. And now, you know, I've done Watch What Happens Live with him and whatnot. But
now he thinks he's a housewife. He really thinks he's a housewife. He's like, I wish Kenya Moore was in this season, because she would be putting him in his place, and I would like to be watching that.
Yeah. Oh, the season, I'm so excited for more of it. Were you surprised at all that Donna was the secret traitor? Like that's who they choose from the very beginning?
I don't think I was, but I guess I just like expected her. I don't know. I mean, her demeanor wasn't. She just seemed like she was chill, and I was surprised when people were like, she's not doing any gameplay at all.
Yeah.
But I was kind of like, well, it just seems like she's being a laid back sort of mom individual.
Right?
But I guess she should, if she had stepped up the mom thing a little bit and been a little more like mom-like, I think she could have.
But she was also in it on her own.
Yeah.
With a bunch of people she said she was fans of. I mean, they know who she is, but she didn't have any connections to anyone going in.
Mm-hmm.
Even Rob and Maura, you know, they had that one connection.
Yeah.
Everyone pretty much else, I think everyone literally knew at least one person or had a connection, and she was just kind of on her own.
Yeah.
So I felt bad. But I don't know. Have you seen anything online? Are the Swifties coming for everyone?
I haven't looked. I stay off Twitter, so I don't know.
Me too. But I was shocked when she stood up at the round table. She's like, "You got yourselves a traitor." I was like, "Oh my gosh, yes!" But then so sad that she went home so soon.
Mm-hmm.
But someone's got to go. You
I
know? Would you have been able to lead the charge against her?
I don't know. Those Swifties are scary,
right? I mean, I said if I was on last season, even if like I thought Dolores was a traitor, no way in hell am I going against my girl. Let her be a traitor.
Yeah.
Let her kill. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like that's my girl.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't be right for this show. I noticed how some of the cast refer to Donna Kelsey as Donna, whereas others call her Miss Donna. And I found that very fascinating, to be honest. Like, how do you refer to elders or friends' parents or whatnot?
It really depends. If someone else is calling someone Miss something, then I'll follow the lead.
Right.
I think it's more of like if you're from the South,
that's true.
I think it's normalized there to say like Miss so-and-so. Because even when I'm watching Southern Charm, everyone says like Miss Patricia. So I find myself sometimes saying Miss Patricia and I don't even know her.
Yeah.
So I think it's just, but I normally just call people their name.
Yeah. I remember kids calling my mom, well, obviously by her maiden name then, but Miss Jankin. And then when the Outcast song came out, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, I would change it to Miss Jankin.
Okay.
Because it was so similar.
Yeah.
But I guess it was, Miss in the last name growing up.
Yeah.
Nowadays, though, I feel like it is more of kind of a first name.
Yeah, like what is Summer call like other parents? Like
it depends. So her best friend Lila, she calls her mom it's Rose and Billy. Those are the parents. With others, Ocean, like she would call Lisa Gigi, but then it was just Lala.
Okay.
And then there's other friends of mine where maybe there's like an auntie attached to it.
Okay.
But it's pretty much just first names. There's no Miss this, Miss that. Her teachers, it's like teacher and then first name.
Okay.
But I told her going into kindergarten, it's Miss, and then you say their last name. And she's like, oh, like that's silly. So my favorite thing, I will say, my favorite title I've ever held is being called Summer's mom.
Okay.
And the mom like goes to correct the kid. They go, her name's Scheana. I go, no. Summer's mom is just fine. I think it is adorable.
I love
so
that.
A lot of the kids do that. And oh my God, it was so cute. Yesterday, we finally took down our Christmas decorations. And we had the Christmas decorators there. Shout out to Holiday Creations Interior for all of the work they did. But Summer was so cute. She wanted to put like a little mermaid tattoo on. And she goes, oh, I want to show them. And she goes in there and she goes, excuse me, decorators. And I go, oh, decorators. And then she got so embarrassed immediately. I'm like, this is something we got to work on. Because she thinks like you're making fun of her, or she gets like ashamed and embarrassed so quickly.
Huh.
But I was like, no, honey, I just thought that was so cute. She didn't know their names. And she's like, excuse me, decorators. But it's like, I love when the kids don't know my name. Not everyone in the world, but it's like so many people in the world know my name. Yeah. It's Scheana. Yeah. Okay. I love being called Summer's mom. You do not need to call me Scheana. Yeah. But yeah, so cute. What did you think about Maura completely forgetting what Candace told Portia in the car about Michael wanting to get the housewives out? She was just like, I'm like, are you smoking weed?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, how are you just like out? You're like, I have no memory. I don't remember anything.
Or she just playing along. Like,
she just didn't want to get involved.
Exactly. Like,
I might say the same thing.
Yeah.
If I'm ever on a show like that, like I might just play dumb. Be like, I have a terrible memory.
Playing dumb, I think, is the best course of action a lot of times in these situations. Because once you've sort of picked a side just by acknowledging something.
Yeah. And for her to say like, well, I don't remember hearing that. It saved Candace and it screwed Portia. Had she said, no, Candace, you said a housewife's grave. Yeah. Then Candace everyone would have realized.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's been some really notable moments of misspeaking by Traitors so far. Portia, Michael. I do always feel bad for the first person murdered. You know, I think they start off with, maybe they start off with two traitors and then the first murder can instead be like a recruitment. I don't know. Or, they can do what they did with Dorinda and bring her back. But it's like, we needed more Portia.
Yeah.
I
think, we could see Portia now that they've sort of instituted this, Dorinda got another chance. I think there's a chance we could see Portia again.
And I personally have a soft spot for anyone who gets voted off after the first episode, because I think Bat had some more songs than her.
Yeah.
But okay, speaking of Dorinda, has she given you any hints, any insight, or is she just so scared of anything leaking?
No, she has not told me a single thing.
It's like NDA. Yeah. Do you know, just from being her friend and co-host, approximately, you don't have to say, but how long she was gone?
No, because she was just she did not, once she was out, for that set time, we just didn't hear from because I think
it's not like she came back early and you knew she was back early.
No.
Oh, so maybe she makes it to the end.
Who knows? I have no clue because she just, I knew she was gone for that month or whatever, and then she came back at that month, and we didn't talk that whole time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Who do you think has the ability to go the distance this season?
Well, now seeing everybody, it's going to be interesting. I mean, I really am rooting for Rinna. But
me
she's
too.
a traitor, so
I know, but like the faithfuls win every season.
I know. So, I'm rooting for Rinna. Obviously, I'm rooting for Dorinda. But I don't know how that would work out unless somehow she gets recruited. And I really think Kristen like I think that from Top Chef.
Yes.
I don't know. There's just something about
She's
her.
smart.
I know. I think there's good.
She could be like the pilot Pete, who's like on to everyone.
And then I'm not a Survivor watcher, but is it Amanda, the girl with the nose ring? I can't remember her name.
What is her name? I don't think it's Amanda.
Okay.
I don't know, but I know who you're talking about.
I think she seems like, I know those survivors are like really smart. So.
The gamers.
Yeah.
Do you think the group of traitors will stick together or fully implode this season?
I think that once they get rid of Candace, just because she's a liability, like
right?
Only because she keeps yapping her mouth.
Yes.
But I'm loving. I don't watch Love Island. So
I don't
didn't know
either.
nothing about Rob, but now I kind of love him.
I kind of like him too at first. Like the first episode, I was like, "Ugh, Love Island douchebag."
Yeah.
But now I'm like, okay, I see the appeal. Yeah. Who do you think will be the standouts?
Well, I think Jam Jam is making I think
Jam spelled like yam.
Yeah, but I think they keep saying Jam Jam.
Right, they do.
I think Monet. I think like anyone who has a big personality will be fun, and obviously Rinna. I think those big personalities will be the most fun to watch.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait for more. We will be talking about it here. We have some more topics we're going to get into, but we're going to take one more break and we'll be right back. Okay, now I'm going to talk to you guys again about OCD because OCD is a serious and highly misunderstood condition that causes people like me to get stuck in a cycle of stressful, unwanted thoughts and repetitive behaviors, which can become debilitating. It's something I have struggled with my entire life, and it's something that I am really wanting to raise awareness about, and I'm just making it a huge part of who I am because I think it is so important to spread awareness. There are these unwanted thoughts that are called intrusive thoughts that I have had my whole life, but it got worse after I had Summer. They're usually disturbing, stressful, and I mean, they feel totally out of character. And they can be about anything, but they often focus on people or things we care about, and it's really hard to ignore them. I am on medication now. It does help, but the intrusive thoughts, there's no magic pill to just make them go away. That's why I want to tell you about No CD. Because there are so many misconceptions about OCD, a lot of people don't know they have it. They feel shame about their symptoms or they suffer in silence, which I did for many years. Plus, not every therapist understands OCD or is qualified to treat it effectively, which can make it difficult to find the right help. So if you're struggling, there's hope. OCD is highly treatable with a specialized type of therapy called ERP or exposure and response prevention. It has been life-changing for me. No CD is the world's leading provider of OCD treatment. All of their licensed therapists truly understand OCD and specialize in treating it with ERP. Therapy with No CD is 100% virtual, covered by insurance for over 155 million Americans, and includes support between sessions, so you're never facing OCD alone. So if you think you might be struggling with OCD and want to learn more about therapy with No CD, go to NOCD.com and schedule a free 15-minute call with their team. That's NOCD.com to learn more and book a free 15-minute call. So I know you saw a little bit of this because we texted, but I want to get your take for the listeners. Bethany Frankel was down in St. Barths for the holidays where all the billionaires and yachters go for New Year's each year. And she got some gnarly facial bacteria while she was down there, which cut her trip short. So I saw this online. I guess there's some super strain of facial chlamydia. Like, what?
Well, yeah.
That's just taken over St. Barths. Of course, you can obviously get it from, being intimate and whatnot, but you can also get it apparently from towels and bedding.
Oh, God.
So, first of all, that's awful.
Yeah.
But I don't know if this is a good omen for 2026. The 1% getting infected with facial chlamydia. Like, what?
That's disgusting.
I've never heard of this. I didn't know that you could get chlamydia on your face.
Me neither.
Herpes, sure.
Yeah, but chlamydia? Yeah, never heard of that in my life. Like, because it does sound like, that somebody's out there just jizzing all over pillowcases.
Right.
Because, like, how do you get it from towels and sheets and stuff like that? I don't know. I guess I don't know much about chlamydia, so I don't know how it grows, what, like, breeds it. I don't know. But that's awful and disgusting. But all these people at least have health insurance and doctors they can all afford to go get the best treatment.
Right.
So
private doctors come straight to them.
Take care of that.
I want to move on to something else that a doctor would have been needed for. Did you see there was a recent interview that Macaulay Culkin did talking about the filming of the bee scene in My Girl?
Yeah.
So is this where our millennial trauma began? I mean, it was crazy. So I'm listening to him on this podcast, and he revealed that they put some scent on him that resembled the queen bee. So thousands of bees swarmed around him. They filmed this scene 4 times. And after they cut, he had to put his hand in soapy water. He was told by the beekeeper that bees are slow and humans can outrun them. And he's like, okay, but I'm only 10.
Yeah.
Like, how fast do you think I can run? So in a scene where his character is literally killed by thousands of bees, he was literally covered in them.
Yeah.
There's no like AI or whatever, CGI, whatever the fuck it's called. I mean, that had to be so scary. And there's no way in hell that would be allowed today.
Absolutely
How
not.
was it allowed then? In the 90s? I mean, there's still unions. Like, were there no laws or rules? Like, he was a child.
I'm surprised they got away with it for sure. Because, like,
4 takes?
Yeah. I mean, they still, in the 90s, you still had to use twins. That's how we have the Olsen twins.
Right.
Because babies could only be on set for long.
Yes.
So, like, covering a kid all
and how did his parents allow that?
Well, from what we know about the parents,
I'm not
surprised. I don't even think he has a relationship with his dad to this day. I mean, right? So, you can get a
little. But like the agents that they're like, well, this is the movie. This is your role. This is your job. Just fucking go get stung.
Oh, I mean, I think I watched some documentary on HBO. This was about child stars, but it was like went through all the time. But like the things that like child stars had to go through to the history of Hollywood is crazy.
Do you think things like that are still happening in Hollywood?
Not like that, but I think there's other things, right?
Yeah.
Like they found workarounds in other situations where, but I think for the most part, we've weeded out a lot of the abuse.
Yeah.
But I think other things happen for sure.
It is one of the reasons that I'm hesitant to get Summer really involved in entertainment. Because, I mean, this kid, she is a little actress. She reenacts scenes all of the time. She is like a little director. She's like, no, Mom, you say this, then you say this, then you go here. And I'm like, she would be really great. Like, I want to get her in acting classes. She's done improv. And there's just part of me that I'm like, you know what? I feel, and I'm trying to do this more and follow my gut. Like, my gut tells me, like, she's not ready for that yet.
Here's the thing, though. You are such a hands-on mom, so I know she'd be okay. Because I can't remember who I was listening to in an interview. God, I don't know if it was Kiki Palmer or Raven. I can't remember. But she was just like, we got nominated for an Oscar, and then they had like a party, and my mom was like, okay, I'm going to come to the party with you, and then we're going to leave after an hour. Like, the kids that made it through were the ones that had the parents that like were always there. They're like, I didn't see any of that because my parent was always present. So I think that's the situation,
Yeah. And then there's like the Dan Schneider of it all. Did these parents, who maybe were some of them more hands-on, just like trust this man with their kids and didn't think like he would be doing anything?
Yeah. But now we know that. We won't trust anyone. We're like, I don't even care who you are.
No. No sleepovers.
If my kid's in this room, I'm in the room.
Absolutely. So I hear there's a new thing going on with the kids where they don't have sleepovers. They have sleep unders.
What's a sleep under?
So you go and you like prepare for a sleepover, but your parents pick you up at like 10 or 11. So you're not actually sleeping at the house. So you still are getting to like go and hang out and do the fun parts. But then when it's like time to go to bed, your parents pick you up and you go home.
I get it. I mean, I know that there's a lot of parents who aren't doing sleepovers. It's sad that we can't, because I remember sleepovers being so just like a part of life.
Oh,
but
mine were traumatizing. So.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
God. But as a parent, having to go pick your kid up at 10, I'd be so annoyed. I'd be like, oh, my God.
I wouldn't mind. I'm pretty sure I recalled this in my book, but I vividly remember a sleepover I went to where one of my friends had her girlfriend cutting her hair. She wanted to do like a really short bob. And so, and she wanted it. Like her friend was like good at doing hair. They cut her hair at the sleepover. But then I got threatened. I had the longest hair out of all of my friends. And they told me that if I fell asleep, they were going to cut off all of my hair.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Then when I went in my bag to like get my pajamas, they had like poured like salsa or something just like all over my clothes, which to be honest, I don't even remember how I cleaned them or what I told my mom. Maybe I spilled some. I don't even remember. But it was like so traumatizing for me. I did not sleep a wink the entire night because I thought they were going to cut off my hair and do God knows what else to me.
Oh my God.
And then as soon as the sun started coming up, I called my mom and I was like, oh, I woke up really early. Can you come pick me up?
Oh my God.
Like traumatizing.
That's crazy. I mean, the most traumatizing thing for me for sleepovers was waking up the next day, because I've always been an early riser, and being in a strange house where you can't just like go get your cereal and do these things, so you just have to sit there and wait for everyone. I hated that part so much.
Yeah, and there were like 10 of us at this sleepover.
Oh
there
my
were
God.
so many. Like we're on the floor in the living room of this
So
like
you just
tiny
stayed
little
awake
house.
and then just watch people sleep. Oh my God.
Yeah, and the friend whose house it was even had her little sisters who were like 9, 10 years old, like in the bullying as well.
Oh my God.
Where they were like throwing stuff at me.
Where are these girls now?
Who the fuck knows? But every time, so that house is still very close to where my parents' house is. It's right by the In-N-Out on Azusa Avenue. It's a corner house. And every time, I still have to drive by it because that's the way I go to my mom's house. And every time I see that house, I'm just like, trauma.
Oh my God.
I have no good memories at that house. I smoked weed at that house in 7th grade because the other girls were doing it and trying to impress the older brother. So I was like, oh, okay. I felt peer pressure. So I was like, I guess I have to smoke weed. The only time I ever did until I was like in my 20s.
Oh my God.
Because I was so traumatized from smoking weed at 12 years old and like getting high. And I was like, I don't like this. I don't feel in control. Like I'm a straight A student. This isn't me. But it was just like, in Azusa, in public school, and just the pressure to fit in.
Oh my God.
I did things that were so out of character. I'm like, the private schools in LA cannot take my money fast enough.
Yeah. Oh my God. Have you watched that His and Hers show on Netflix yet? It's like a limited series, 6 up. All right. I mean, you reminded me of the girls in that high school. Like, just like.
You remember the movie 13?
Oh God, yes.
I can't watch it anymore. That it traumatizes me. There are just similarities of certain things. And like, there was this thing that I saw online about fast food. So I'm like, let's just switch gears and talk about something fun before we wrap it up. If you could bring back one retired fast food chain from the below, I want to know what would it be? Okay. So I'm going to give you some options.
You're gonna give me some
I'm going to give you
choices.
options.
Okay.
Yes. And I'm going to add one of my own because I'm so sad that it came back for a limited time this past summer and I missed it.
Oh God.
So we've got the Carl's Jr. Pop-Tart ice cream sandwich. Don't even remember that.
Don't know that, yeah.
Jack in the Box macaroni bites.
I didn't grow up with Jack in the Boxes.
I grew up with the tacos, but not. Okay. KFC potato wedges.
Okay.
I do remember those. Arby's potato cakes.
Mm.
McDonald's fried apple pie. Wait, they don't have those anymore?
No, it's been baked
dang.
forever.
Yeah. Pizza Hut Pizzone. The Pizzone?
Okay.
Pizzoni? Pizzone?
I don't think I had one, but
I do remember those.
I remember that name.
Burger King Cine Minis.
Mm.
Dunkin' Donut fries.
I don't remember that at all.
Were they like donut fries? Like chicken fries?
I don't know.
The fuck? Taco Bell Cheeserito, or my personal favorite, the Taco Bell Double Decker.
Oh, okay. I would probably have to go with the McDonald's fried apple pie, only because it was growing up. I never ordered apple pies. Like my mom would get it. I'm like, I don't want an apple pie. And then finally, like one day I was like, I'm going to try this apple pie. Most delicious thing I'd ever had. The next day they became baked. The next day. I only got one fried apple pie in my life. It's so messed up.
Bring it back.
Bring it back.
Wouldn't be good for my cholesterol. God, the fact that I have to like watch what I eat now and that French fries are top of the list of like the worst thing I could eat is so disappointing. I went to, have you been to Petit Trois on Ventura? I was going to
go this weekend, but I didn't go.
Oh my gosh, the steak frites. Okay. I was like, I don't give a fuck about my cholesterol today for brunch. So good. But anyway, okay. To wrap it up, we've got a Jack's Hole and we've got some flowers. The Jack's Hole this week goes to ICE and to those who have emboldened its actions. Recent enforcement operations have sparked fear in communities, including in Minneapolis, where a 37-year-old mother of 3, Renee Nicole Good, was fatally shot by an ICE agent during an operation. Obviously, we saw Mark Ruffalo on the red carpet last night wearing that pin for her. Good. She was a poet, a writer, and a wife described by her friends and family as compassionate and loving, and was killed not long after dropping her child off at school. It's an event that has drawn widespread outrage, obviously, and calls for accountability. Law enforcement's role should be to protect and make communities feel safe, you know, not to have fear that a parent might lose their life after literally either walking down the street, literally dropping their kid off at school. I mean, absolutely devastating. My thoughts are with Renee's loved ones during this time. When I saw that, horrific. So good for Mark Ruffalo for, using his platform to raise awareness and to talk about that. And for my flowers of the week, they're going to go to Jerome Powell, who is standing firm in his duty to the American people and the independence of the Federal Reserve, even in the face of relentless personal attacks, indictments, political pressure from the administration. In a moment where, institutions are being tested, his refusal to waver or bend to a corrupt regime is a reminder that integrity, restraint, and respect for democratic norms still matters. So flowers to Jerome. Jack's Hole to ICE. But thank you guys all for listening. Thank you, Kiki, for joining me for our first episode together in the new year. And make sure to listen to Kiki weekdays on Radio Andy's Reality Checked. And you can find her on Instagram at The Talk of Shame. And if you haven't already, check out my New York Times best-selling book, My Good Side. See you guys next week when we get into some more shenanigans.